Hey, my friends, it's your girl Cassandra coming at you today with another 10-minute takeaway. Happy Wednesday. I hope y'all been knocking it out the park today. Today, we are going to be continuing on our series of things that can hinder your purpose. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Cassandra Bellevue. I am a certified life coach and an author, and I enjoy helping people figure out what are they on this planet for? What are they supposed to be doing? Why do I have all these random passions and things that seem that like they don't fit together? Like, what is going on? Like, how did God wire me? Why am I like this? You might have a lot of those types of questions, and it's okay. You are in good company. And so this week, what we've been doing, actually not this week, this entire month, what we've been doing is just kind of talking about different topics that come up when I am coaching my life coaching clients. And so we're going to dig into some of those things to kind of just let you get a sneak peek and a behind the scenes on what are we talking about. Because you'd be surprised. These are things that you probably have been wondering about and questioning yourself. So we always kick off with a few housekeeping items. So go out to CassandraBellevue.com for 3 reasons. Number 1, as soon as you get there, you'll have an invitation to join our email family. Once you get on that list, you'll be getting encouraging messages and, just to brighten up your day and help you to keep fighting that good fight. And also, you'll be the first to know when we're having any type of sales promotions or giveaways. And then also, you'll get first dibs whenever we are, sometimes we get booked up and we're not taking any new clients. And then there's an opening, and you guys are usually going to be the first to know what those openings are, which coaching track it is. Like, the details will be yours first to process before I offer those to the public. So go out there and sign up. Got nothing to lose there. Number 2, the $5 sale. Go out there and check it out, y'all. Once those items are gone, they are gone. I will not be replenishing those because we're making room for new inventory. And the third and final thing is my book set. Right there. Press but not crush, and the companion guide. So you've got Press but not crush, which is all about learning how to fight in the face of adversity, in the face of spiritual warfare, when things are coming against you and you're trying to push through. Have you noticed that? You set a goal, you set your mind to do something, especially if it's an assignment God has given you, and it feels like all hell is breaking loose. Like, what is going on? And we talk about that, spiritual warfare. And then what are you supposed to do in the midst of that? So we teach you the practical things and also how to put on the armor of God, okay? We like to talk about the helmet of salvation, breastplate of righteousness, all these different things, but like practically, what does it look like to actually put that on every single day and fight the good fight? A lot of people don't know, and it's my pleasure to just kind of break that down. There's a 30-day devotional that can go with that, because a lot of times we don't want to just be hearers or readers of the word. We want to be doers of the word as well. And so this is a practical guide that's going to help you to break it down day by day. It's a short little devotional every day, probably take all of 10 minutes to do. And it helps you to just kind of evaluate and process with the Holy Spirit regarding what's happening in your life and how you push through the walls that you might be facing. So go grab those both together, $15. That sale is only happening on my website, CassandraBellevue.com. So grab a set for you, for your friends, for your sisters, for whoever, your coworkers. Start a Bible study, start a book club, and help the people around you to level up. So we've been talking about things that can hinder you fulfilling your purpose. So we've talked about a few things this week: fear, the company that you keep, unbelief. If you missed those, just go back and see the other videos. All of them are about 10 minutes, and so you can kind of recap on those. Today we're talking about good versus God. And so I remember seeing this headline a long time ago. It was actually a book cover. I think it was like John Bevere did it. And the funny thing is, like, I haven't even read the book. I'm sure it's great. But just the title caught me, because this is a concept that the Lord had already been dealing with me about: good versus God. And basically what it is when God has given you assignment, he's given you a purpose, he's given you things to do. A lot of times, what's coming against us, what's hindering us, what's stalling us out is not even always like spiritual warfare, or anything super negative. The enemy is very crafty. A lot of the times he uses good things around you to get you off track, get you off focus, to get you over committed so you are not in the frame of mind to focus and give your 100% to the things that God has called you to do. So, what does that look like? Okay, that looks like being a part of all of the school PTA programs that are going on. Hey, I'm all about being involved and I'm all about being a part, but do you have to be there for everything? Did God call you to be there for everything? A lot of times, serving at church is phenomenal. Of course, you're supposed to serve at church. Like, I'm a firm believer that where you go to receive, like, of course, give back, serve in the children's ministry or whatever your giftings are, like, serve when God calls you to, right? But a lot of times we find ourselves overcommitting ourselves. Even with friends and family, we can overcommit ourselves. And we're doing good things, right? It's not bad. We're not out here sinning or doing anything horrible. But the enemy is very crafty in the fact that he'll have you busy with so much good stuff that you haven't been obedient to focus on the things that God has given you to do. You're overcommitted. You have a lack of focus. And so a lot of times, when I'm meeting with my clients, I'll ask them to make a list. Make a list of the good thing, all the things that you're doing, and put them in a category. Is this just a good thing that I decided to do? And again, there's nothing wrong with that per se. But if you have a specific mission from God to complete something and you're finding that you're unable to be faithful to what he's called you to do because you have all of these other things clamoring for your attention, you've got to recalibrate. You've got to pivot. You've got to shift your focus. All right? And so I challenge my clients, make a list. What are the good things that you're doing right now? Only things that go in the list under God is like, oh my goodness, during my prayer time, like he told me that, I felt the Holy Spirit was like, you need to step into this. This is your assignment in the season. Those are your priority. Those are your focus. Another analogy that I like to use is, when you get paid, whether it's weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, whatever, you are prioritizing, I hope you are anyway, you are prioritizing the most important things. And usually those things are like your tithe, your rent, your mortgage, your car payment, your utilities, clothing, those things, the necessities, the things that you need. And that's how we should look at our assignments from God. Those are the things that we need to focus on first. All of our focus and attention, those should be at the top. And then if there's extra and then there's left over, then it can trickle down to the other good things that you're doing. And so that's a really challenging one for a lot of people. I recommend people do self-checkups regularly. Make a list of all the things you're doing. Okay, wait. Especially if you're starting to feel overwhelmed or really taxed or just kind of like, I've got too much on my plate. That is an excellent exercise for anybody to do. Good God. Take all the energy, take all your time, and focus on those things God has called you to do. Do it with excellence. Be a good steward, because we know how he feels about stewardship. If you're good with the things that he gives you, then he will bless you with more. He will enlarge your territory, and so on and so forth. So I hope that that's been helpful for you. It's just an easy, small tip that you can do in the comfort of your home, and you can get yourself together. Like, there's no need for you to be stressed out, overwhelmed, stretched to the limit. It's sometimes you just kind of whittle down that list. Sometimes things got to get, okay, I'm going to start that again in the fall. Hey, so-and-so, I've got to pull back because, I've got this to do. Because let's face it, if you're not focusing on the things that God's called you to do and you don't complete them, especially if there's a time limit, you're going to be in disobedience. And we don't really want you to be in that place of disobedience. So anyway, I'm just letting you guys know that I'm Cassandra Bellevue, certified life coach. I have 2 coaching tracks. Mindset, which is all about finding out what your purpose is. Execution, once you figure out what it is and you want to launch it, sell it, whatever it is you want to do, bring it to the public. I want to help you get there. So go out to my Linktree /Cassandra Bellevue, book a 15-minute approach the coach session. It's absolutely free, and we can talk through your goals and what you want to see happen in 2024, because this is not a year that we're going to close out with any type of regrets, guys. Okay, there is something that you carry that the world is in need of, and it is time to focus on that and deliver it. See ya.